Now, every gymnast can relate to the experience of mysteriously losing skills, of having a skill one day, maybe even a skill you've been doing for months and longer, and you go into the gym the next day and for some reason, you can't do it. Now, you may be afraid, or more frustrating, you might not even be afraid, but you can't get your body to go for it. Now, it makes me think of a gymnast I work with, 15-year-old gymnast, level 10, by the name of Amanda. And Amanda was quite talented. Amanda was on the track of performing in college, of getting a college scholarship. And she had a really pretty horrific fall on bars and was out of the gym for a good 6-7 months. When she came back and she was finally medically cleared to perform, she wasn't the same gymnast. Again, not at all unusual. First of all, there was a tremendously increased level of fear, which makes sense. She was afraid she was going to get injured again. And when she got to bars, she found she couldn't do the skill that she had got injured on. And one of the reasons was she used to play the movie of the injury in her head over and over again. Amanda was also a perfectionist, and most gymnasts are perfectionists. And they put a tremendous amount of pressure on themselves, and they get incredibly frustrated if they can't do certain things or can't do what they used to do. And Amanda was like that. And because of her frustration, her fear actually increased. Because one of the things is if our nervous system kind of revs up if we're afraid or we're frustrated, when our nervous system revs up, our skills go offline. And this kind of cycle of getting frustrated, being unable to do the skill, getting even more frustrated, being even more unable to do the skill, was getting Amanda to the point where she was even having a hard time going to the gym, and her problems were spreading to other events, which really is pretty normal, not at all unusual. So she and I did a little bit of work together, a little bit of one-on-one work over Skype, a bit over FaceTime, and we helped her better understand what had happened to her nervous system-wise, how to calm her nervous system down when she went to the gym, how to handle the frustration, and how to get in better control of her focus. Because again, what you focus on as a gymnast before and during your event is going to dramatically affect how nervous you are and your level of confidence and how well you perform. And after a few months of working, Amanda's fear gradually dissipated, got to the point where it went away. When falls did happen for her, she now had techniques that she had learned so that she could manage these without another block extending. Fear is always going to be part of your sport. That's just the nature of gymnastics. Fear doesn't necessarily have to turn into losing skills and a long time block. And Amanda got to the point where she was able to finish her work at her club and go off to college and compete at a college level. Now, you can work with me one-on-one, or if you're really interested in this work, you can work with some of my training audios and my workbooks. I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of gymnasts. This is such a common problem, and this is a fixable problem. This is something that you can learn to work through. You can learn to better control your response to fear and keep your nervous system calm enough and have a technique, a model to follow when you do get nervous, to settle things quick enough so that you're able to keep progressing. If you have questions about what's the best mode for you, one-on-one or working with training materials or even both, please feel free to call, to reach out. Happy to talk to coaches, to parents, to the gymnast about this. And I want you to keep in mind, fear is normal. There's nothing wrong with you if you're afraid. There's nothing wrong with you if you temporarily lose skills. That's just part of the process of being a gymnast. And it's also part of the process of becoming a champion in the gym.